Hello Pisces, welcome to my channel. This is your love reading, weekly love reading for the week ahead. I'm using the Cosmic Tarot, mental block, for a second. I've also shuffled and an oracle card came out of the deck for you, which is regeneration, and I will tell you about that in a moment or two. But first of all, just wanted to say, while I shuffle the cards, if you like the channel and you want to see more videos on YouTube with predictions coming up in October, then please do subscribe and press the notification bell and you'll get the heads up. Okay, so messages and information for Pisces love reading for the week ahead. Messages and information for Pisces love reading. Okay, I'm starting to pick up on some information, and the first thing I want to say to you is I feel like there's been a bit of a break recently between you and somebody that you're focused on. A stressful situation, needing to step back, and it could be, for some of you, it could be for a number of months that this has been a break. It feels like very recently an opportunity to sit down and talk things through, whether that's already happened yet or whether it's just arranged. But it feels like a chance to sit down and talk problems through. I do feel when you get a chance to meet up in a neutral place and talk, you will make progress. So there's definitely opportunity to resolve things. It's not a final solution to everything, and it does make me feel that there's further sort of talking needs to happen. In the meantime, I feel you've been putting a lot of your energy into work. I do feel you've worked at a relationship. But as I say, because there's a sense of distance at the moment and a bit of a break, it does feel to me as though you're putting your time and energy into more rewarding things, such as, work and career, or working at things that give you something back in return. So I do want to say there's a crossroads coming up in the next week. I'll just get a few more cards and information, and then I can really get stuck into the reading for you. So just to give you some information about what's been happening over the last few months, past energies, usually maximum is within the last 6 months, but it's usually more recent energies. Something pulled the rug from underneath a relationship for you, Pisces, and I feel there was a lot of confusion at the time, that you weren't sure how to handle things and what to do for the best. It feels to me as though for a while you weren't sure whether the future that you had in mind and what you thought was going to happen, whether that could still continue or whether you had nothing left. So there's a lot of confusion at the time, not sure how to handle things and what to do, feeling very muddled. After this, I just get this feeling that somebody around you was imposing their views or opinions upon you, and a bit of a bleak situation, you not being able to see a way forward in a relationship, and feeling a bit trapped and stuck. Okay. So, I mentioned earlier that, you're working hard at the moment, turning your energy and efforts into work. You did work at this relationship, but this card underneath gives me more information. This is 10 of Wands, and it gives me more information as to sort of why you've turned your energy to work. Saturn at the top of the card represents a karmic relationship, something very challenging, something that you and the other person basically are going to learn a great deal from. So it's challenging in a sense that I feel the other person didn't pull their weight or make the effort that you needed from them, and that you felt quite sort of burdened and as though everything was on your shoulders. And that energy is still current at the moment. You still feel as though this other person's not making as much of an effort as you'd like them to. But the one thing about the Ten of Wands, although all tens are completion cards and it means you've reached the end of a certain chapter, it also tells me there's still unfinished business here, that the two of you are still learning from each other, and it's only difficult circumstances that we learn the most. So I mentioned to you about sort of taking a break. This also suggests that recently things have been quite stressful. There might have been some health issues, either physical or emotional, and although there is this feeling of teamwork and cooperation around you, it may have been that you needed to take a break from work in some way, as I say, whether that's for emotional reasons. It could be, again, sort of linking to a situation where things have been ongoing for a while. Okay, I mentioned the crossroads. The week ahead, or the next fortnight, you've got the Magician, and underneath it the Ten of Cups. The Magician is a major arcana card, brings you to a crossroads in your life. It certainly is a very positive card, because this is a time of you really being very clear about what you want and manifesting what you need in your life. But there's still choices and decisions to be made. So if you imagine yourself reaching a crossroads, do you carry on in the direction you're heading with a particular relationship or person? Do you go back to someone or something in the past, or do you take a new direction completely? The Ten of Cups is saying that your wishes, your desires will come true. You're going to get what you wish for. But if you see the shroud overhead, it's after disappointment. So for some of you, if there's a relationship which is karmic, that has been really challenging, it's not worked out, you've been on a break, and you're wishing and hoping for an important meeting and to get the chance for this to, have a new beginning, then this is telling me that that will happen, and that the disappointment could well be the break, or things not working out previously. Equally, you've got a choice here, so there is a decision, if not between that person from the past and other opportunities as well. So I really do get a vibe here, Pisces, for you, that not only are there opportunities in love, but this is quite a positive time that you could find yourself being offered something. So with work, so it could be a promotion, or a new position, or actually a completely new job or new career. But as I say, it does feel that there's been a chance to really sit down and think about the future and talk things through with people that are important to you. So the Seven of Cups was the card for past energies within the last 6 months, and as I say, that's about the rug being pulled from underneath you, feeling very muddled, confused about what you thought was a relationship with a future. So other people's behaviour sometimes can leave you wondering if there's anything left at all. At the time, probably it's a bit late now, but you needed to let things coast along, find out more information before you could get clear or be sure what was the right thing to do or how to handle things. Now it's interesting, because this is your inner feelings, your hopes and your wishes, and the Wheel of Fortune shows opportunity, whereas if things didn't work out in the past and you didn't really get any clarity or chance to have a new opportunity, the Wheel of Fortune is saying, look, yes, there was confusion, and yes, things changed in a way you didn't like, but you've now got an opportunity, again, either to reconnect with the person from the past or someone new. So that's really good, really positive. Okay, so I said to you that more recent energies, the Five of Swords, is feeling trapped and stuck in a bleak situation. You just can't see a way forward. Someone you may love or care about would have been away from you. There could have been quarrels or arguments, either over the phone, through messaging. But yeah, feeling really stuck. And this card, I mean, you see the swords are what's keeping you stuck, other people's views or opinions. But, you know, there's no fencing around you. You can get up and walk away if you choose to. So this is more a psychological trap, Pisces, than an actual physically feeling stuck in a situation. But yeah, quarrels, not great. And this gives me a bit more information about why. You know, the Prince of Wands is the person that you're focused on. That this is somebody, male or female, that likes their freedom, wants to come and go as they please, can be difficult to pin down. When you see them, you're never quite sure when you're going to see them again. He's always sort of busy, doesn't sit still for long, very active kind of personality. Leo energy there, but it could be any fire sign, so Leo, Sagittarius or Aries. If not sun sign, you know, there could well be a lot of fire in this person's natal chart. So they're creative, you know, hardworking, got lots of energy, a lot of pride in themselves. I mean, I'd say this person's got a good sense of humour and good company. But you really feel this person is for you, but they just don't want to put the work in. And that's where you feel stuck. You know, if they stepped forward and made an effort with you, Pisces, and wanted what you want, then the two of you could be really happy. But it looks like you want a bit more than they do. So they want things their way and are keeping you stuck. So, okay, as I say, there is an opportunity to meet up, there's an opportunity to talk, but you are very much at a crossroads, and it is your choice whether you get back together with this person and put up with more of the same, which is possible, or whether you take a new opportunity. But as I say, there's still something left to learn from here, so I can't see you letting this go yet. So, information for the next week ahead, just more messages for Pisces. Okay, well, within the next week there is definitely a proud, persistent person. The man that I picked up on, I mean male or female, this person's going to kind of show up, and they usually, if there's a quarrel or an argument, you won't see them for a while, and then when they think you've kind of started to forget about the problems, or you know, might just be really happy to see them, you know, then they turn up again. And so what I get from this is this person is going to be persistent. They're either going to want to come and see you at your home, or they might want to meet you somewhere, but I can see the two of you going in and out of the same building. Pisces, the Princess of Cups suggests that you're being very, very cautious. You may have opened up to this person and revealed your feelings in the past. But because you now, you know, are reacting to what's been happening and you've been hurt before, this is suggesting that you now need to know how this person feels. If they come in strong and they want to talk to you, that's all very well and fine, but you want to know what they're feeling, not just them asking questions or trying to find out more about you. So the cup represents your heart. Your hands are over your heart, if you like. You know, you're not allowing this person in easily, and you're being very cautious. And you're also possibly protecting the feelings of others around you as well. I mentioned to you about an opportunity. These two cards together indicate you learning new skills that are going to be relevant to a future career. And this is either a new job or an increase in income, but more money coming your way. So that's really positive. Ties in with what I got in the other reading as well. Also, with regard to the relationship, you're going to be doing an awful lot of soul searching. The Hermit is actually a card that vibrates to Pisces. It's sort of wisdom. and understanding. It can be a good time to sort of think, meditate, seek guidance from your spirit guide. Ask your guide to draw close, past the problem or the decision, if it's a decision as to whether to get back together with this person or not, or whatever decision. But when the Hermit comes up, it shows a fork in the path of your life that can impact on or affect your long-term future. So either way you choose, your life could be very different. For example, this person being in your life or not. So, as I say, if you meditate and sit quietly, ask your guide to draw close, they will give you guidance. They will give you messages and information, if not immediately, either through dreams, very vivid dreams, sudden flash of inspiration. Potentially it could be 3 or 4 coincidences that guide you in the right direction, but you will know when you're being guided. Not so great. 10 of Swords. I said this person could come back in, but because they blow hot and cold, 2 steps forward, 2 steps back, really, because you could find yourself feeling let down or hurt again. So if this person says they're going to do something, it's very likely they're going to let you down. So you're going to find yourself in a position that you find something out as well. And remember what I said, seeking advice and guidance, meditating, asking your spirit guide. Your spirit guide will put you in the right place, Pisces, or at the right time for information to be revealed to you. You'll either stumble across something or you'll bump into somebody that tells you something that reveals this. And, I've got to say, because the Prince of Wands that came up in your reading earlier tends to be a person that either doesn't want to commit or is not in a position to commit. You could find out that there's something going on around this person that you were either unaware of, or that you feel what you hear changes everything. And certainly I would rather know this and make a decision to let that person go out of my life completely or keep them at arm's length. But after being let down like this or being betrayed, the last thing you want to do, Pisces, is let this person back in to betray you or hurt you again. So something coming out in the open quite soon. And then you've got the Hierophant. And the Hierophant does suggest that you want to settle down. You want a settled family life. This is a conservative energy of commitment, potentially marriage, living together with someone, having a family. And so because you want this, if this other person doesn't want this too, then the karmic message or the karmic lesson that you need to learn from this is that unless you want the same things, that person's never going to make you happy. Yes, you may feel you could be happy with that person if they settled with you, but you can't override their free will. So this is about really spiritual guidance. Some people are spiritual, not necessarily religious, but this is about feeling guided towards somebody that is going to give you a longer term future and a commitment and security and stability, Pisces. And then so you've got the Oracle card Regeneration. There's a little bit of shine on that, sorry about that. And this card is basically about rebirth. When you learn a really difficult lesson, it is time to release it, to let it go. And just like the Death card in the tarot, closing a door on somebody can create an energy of rebirth for you. It's not only that, it's that you are going to be guided towards a new beginning. And with the Magician, you're going to manifest love. This card, this oracle card, is all about bringing the miracles of new love into your life. You are radiating the energy that draws love towards you right now. So, as I say, you've got options. You're going to be at crossroads. You need to make decisions. I kind of feel, you'll make the right decision for you. But if it is that Prince of Wands, you could find yourself going round in the same circle again until you learn what you need to from it. As I say, karmic relationships keep repeating themselves until we learn the lesson. All right. Okay. So Pisces, I hope you've enjoyed the reading. If you have, subscribed to my channel, press the notification bell, and you'll get the heads up when any other videos are put onto YouTube. Okay. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now, Pisces. God bless.